The wait didn't have to be this long. Space Jam, starring Michael Jordan and Bugs Bunny, earned $250 million worldwide and led to billions of dollars in merchandise. It was a smash hit, one of the highest-grossing films of 1996. But there was more untapped. Max Howard, a Warner Bros. Studio executive at the time, said there was great opportunity for spin-off movies. Howard recognized that the original film's success wasn't just because of the global superstar acclaim of Jordan, but also that of the Looney Tunes characters. The original could be parlayed into sequels, with other straight-man actors or athletes starring alongside the two-dimensional cartoons. Howard pitched Tiger Woods and Clint Eastwood. Jackie Chan reportedly was in negotiations with Warner Bros. To make Spy Jam in 2001. The same year, NASCAR driver Jeff Gordon nearly joined a project tentatively and unfortunately titled Race Jam. "I know Warner Bros. Was really happy with the end result of Space Jam," said Frank Gladstone, an animation historian and director who worked on a separate WB film at the same time as Space Jam. "And they should have done it. I know they talked about it. Strike while the iron is hot, and you've got a franchise." The extent of each attempted sequel is varied and unclear. Projects fall through in Hollywood all the time. But the concepts are nonetheless fun what-ifs. And now, 25 years after the original, Warner Bros. Finally has its sequel. Its delay wasn't for a lack of trying. This iteration, which stars LeBron James as himself and releases in theaters and on HBO Max on Friday, does things hypothetical Space Jams of the past couldn't, or wouldn't, have done. The world, both societally and in Hollywood, is much different now than in 1996, and A New Legacy reflects that. Warner Bros. Initial efforts to make a sequel were more than just a quick blip trying to capitalize on the film's success. Howard left the studio in 1998, but in 2003 WB still was searching for a star to play the lead role with Bugs Bunny. And in skateboarding icon Tony Hawk, they found one. Executives had a preliminary meeting with Hawk and his agent at their offices in Los Angeles, he remembers, and then again at the Encounter restaurant in the theme building at LAX in August 2003. Hawk was set to leave for Australia to shoot a cameo in a small independent film, but he said Warner Bros. Power brokers wanted to lock him in for a sequel before he departed. At the time, Hawk was the world champion skateboarder 12 years in a row, with a video game franchise and apparel verticals to boot. Hawk was the extreme sport's most recognizable figure. In Encounter, Hawk and his agent looked over Skate Jam storyboards and a general script. The plot was similar to the original, but more edgy because of skating culture, Hawk said. He was surprised how far along the studio was in the process. His agent told him he'd be paid $1 million up front and input on who else to cast.